Hundreds of children across the United States are now being held in immigration detention. Many of them not taken at the border, but from schools, hospitals, and even during routine check-ins with federal authorities. The number of children in federal custody has spiked, with an average of about 175 children a day held in ICE detention last year. That's up from roughly 25 children a day at the end of the Biden administration, according to data from the Deportation Data Project. And nearly all of them pass through one place: the Dilley Immigration Processing Center in South Texas. It's a sprawling complex of trailers and tents about 70 miles south of San Antonio. As of mid-January, about 1,400 people were detained there, including roughly 500 children and 450 parents, according to the nonprofit Races. About 3,500 adults and children have passed through the facility since it reopened last year. A 7-year-old in Oregon was detained outside of a hospital emergency room with a nosebleed. A 5-year-old in Chicago was taken from a laundromat with his mother. In suburban Minneapolis, 5-year-old Liam Conejo Ramos, still wearing his Spider-Man backpack, was detained alongside his father on their way home from school. And then there's Edison, a 13-year-old 7th grader from Chicago. According to reporting by the New York Times, before detention, he played soccer, excelled in math, and translated for his immigrant parents. Today, he's confined at Dilley with his mother, homeschooling reduced to about an hour a day. Families and lawyers describe lights left on overnight, limited drinking water, inadequate medical care, and minimal education inside of facilities. 2 confirmed cases of measles have recently been reported, and some children have experienced panic attacks and suicidal thoughts, according to legal advocates. Predictably, DHS disputes those characterizations and in a statement said that detainees are provided 3 meals a day, clean water, bedding, toiletries, and classroom instruction funded by U.S. taxpayers. Claims supported by promotional footage released by the private prison company CoreCivic, but parents describe something different. One mother from Colombia wrote in a sworn affidavit that her 6-year-old daughter, once an engaged first grader in New York, has regressed in detention, now wetting herself again and asking to breastfeed for the first time in 4 years. Under a 1997 federal settlement agreement known as the Flores Settlement, detained children are supposed to receive basic care and age-appropriate education and generally be transferred out of immigration detention in about 20 days. The Trump administration, however, is currently fighting in court to end that agreement, arguing that it undermines immigration enforcement. Federal officials say families can avoid detention by just leaving the country, offering $2,600 and a free flight, but it's often not so easy with pending asylum cases, fear of returning home, or deep ties built in the U.S. Many immigrants have never even called their country of origin home. American schools, meanwhile, are trying to figure out what happened to students who just suddenly disappear. Like in Minnesota, brothers detained at Dilley recognized a missing classmate in the cafeteria, a 5th grader whose school had not known where he'd gone. 16-year-old Christian Ruby had been living in San Antonio for nearly a decade. He's been in detention for over 4 months